Contact from 1997, starring Jodie Foster, Matthew McConaughey, and James Woods, is a science fiction movie based on Carl Sagan's novel of the same name, about making first contact with a benevolent alien race. It is a standalone, beautiful movie about loss, reunion, human knowledge, and possibilities. It is a welcomed departure from the typical apocalyptic fanfare in movies where the aliens aren't quite so hospitable. The movie is brilliant because it explores several central themes to human existence: religion, science, ignorance, and knowledge, their often contentious relationship, and how someone can have their view of the universe radically changed by a profound experience. If you haven't seen the movie, go away because I'm going to spoil stuff, but not before you like and subscribe, you little alien freak. In this video, we are going to investigate the ending scene and explore theories of who the aliens were and their motivations. What did they want, and why did they contact us hairless little chimps? Keep in mind, I haven't read or referenced the book by Carl Sagan, and I am only basing events of the movie on the movie itself, not the book. Alright, very brief synopsis of the movie. Dr. Eleanor Ellie Arroway establishes contact with an alien race that sends humanity instructions on how to build a big donut onion ring machine to send a single human across the stars to meet with the alien race for the first time. It turns out the aliens were responding to this guy giving a speech.
The stars will be ours, and...
More on that later. She travels light years from Earth, and one of the aliens, or perhaps a representation of them all, takes the form of her deceased father. They have a brief but meaningful conversation, leaving tantalizing bits of possibilities and a bewildered but humbled and changed Ellie. So, who were the aliens? Let me stop here. I'm getting fatigued by saying the aliens over and over, so I'm gonna give them a name. Since their message routed through the Vega star system place, I'll call them the Vegans. No, that looks too much like vegans. Okay, I know this guy's name in the movie is Ted, but to me he looks more like a clay, so I'm going to call the aliens the Klagans from now on. What would you call them, by the way? Leave a comment. The Klagans. What was their motivation? And why would an advanced and intelligent alien species contact human beings and give them blueprints for advanced interstellar travel after hearing this guy screaming at everyone?
What are we, becoming assholes or something?
Here's a theory, and it's only a theory. Ellie met with an alien race, the Klagans, that far outclasses our current human understanding and technology. They've been around a lot longer and have the ability to traverse between entire galaxies with their wormhole tech. This gives them an appreciation, insight, and respect for reality and its host of life. It's not a far stretch to assume that accompanying this technology, other kinds of innovations would become available to them. One of these possible technologies enables our Klagan friends to see the future potentials of other races in the universe. And, if the potential is good, they will make themselves known to the developing race of beings and offer them an invitation to meet. This is similar to what we see in Star Trek, especially the First Contact movie, wherein the Vulcans see the humans have developed warp drive, an advanced technology for the time. And once they do, they make themselves known and offer their knowledge and assistance. The Klagans, however, are aided by additional technology, possibly quantum, metaphysical, or some other paradigm eluding human knowledge, that divines for them the greater possibilities of a race that contacted them, inadvertently or not. They do not necessarily need to see where your civilization is currently, but where it is most likely to go if it were to receive these advanced tools. Here's a metaphor. Imagine a Klagan sitting in an office. Its assistant comes in with a docket full of transmissions received from multifarious planets over the past few hours. The Klagan puts the dockets into a special machine which sorts out timelines and possibilities for each of the planets or systems. The ones that show a promising and harmonious future are given technologies appropriate for contact to be made. If the civilization is not yet ready for contact, they will not receive it. If they are, then yay, we have alien babies on the way. So then, what was the Klagan environment all about when Ellie visited it? And did she actually meet her father in some manner? Let's look at the environment first. The beach she finds herself on has an otherworldly look to it. That's probably because it's another world. Duh. It is fully illuminated, yet cast against a sky full of stars with some kind of stellar phenomenon, a whirlpool, ostensibly a portal, floating in the ether. She becomes aware that she can reach out and touch the environment around her. And that's one of the more interesting things. When she touches the sky, it's almost as if it is both at a distance and within reach. Perhaps due to factors beyond human understanding, the objects perceived are not quite as relative as humans would make them out to be. Maybe this was a life support field providing oxygen and keeping her safe in an alien environment. Or it could be it was a realm of controlled thought, a kind of mind-born holodeck based on Ellie's memories. And where she touches it is where the strongest portions of her thought field ends. If the Klagans advanced to the point of creating a fully immersive thought construct for Ellie to experience in their world, they might not even exist in physical form anymore. Maybe they exist as pure consciousness, interacting with physical beings by projecting familiar, comprehensible realities through the machine that got her there. That would explain why Ellie's experience was so personal. It wasn't just a generic simulation, but one tailored to her specific mind and memories. That adds an extra layer of ambiguity to the ending. Did Ellie physically go somewhere, or was her consciousness the thing that traveled? If the aliens have moved beyond biological needs, maybe their entire civilization exists in a purely mental or energy-based state, and Ellie was temporarily allowed to experience that mode of life. And that brings us to the alien itself. Hi, Clay. Why did Clay play the part of being her father? Why did it seemingly keep up the dad act? It's because the alien wanted Ellie to feel comfortable, at ease, safe, and thought by taking on the form of her father and his persona, it would communicate that message of compassion. It was simply a way for the aliens to say, "We are friendly and mean you no harm." Beyond that, why would this inspire them to send humans this advanced technology? The Klagans recognize the power of positive relationships and compassionately guiding newcomers on the block down the right road once they see the potential. By giving humanity the tools for interstellar exploration, at least in its incipient stages, they set the scene for humans to work together on one of the most important discoveries for them, and for building a wonderful relationship in the future. So why would they send a message in this manner? Why not just land an alien craft somewhere, like the White House lawn? Really, what could go wrong with that? It could be the Klagans saw the wisdom in having the humans reach out to them first, rather than the other way around. If aliens suddenly appeared hovering above the Earth, the reaction would likely be fearful, even hostile. The aliens recognize the potential for humans of the future, but also take preventative measures to mitigate any catastrophic misunderstanding by approaching things on the human timetable from a distance. They are just being wise. They also give the humans the chance to demonstrate they are fit for future interstellar relationships by allowing them to pool their resources and work together harmoniously, a prerequisite for interstellar relationships. The alien scene is undoubtedly one of the more memorable aspects of the movie. One lovely thing about this scene is not only how it transforms a dogged materialist into something larger, but how it is reflective of the beginning of the movie. Note how Ellie shares a picture of a palm tree beach with her father, and note how, on the night of her father's death, they were going to watch comets fly overhead. Both of these elements show up in the final moments between Ellie and the alien. It's a beautiful way to make contact. What do you think? What's your theory? Would you be brave enough to get into the transport pod and visit an alien civilization? What would you name the aliens? Check out the next video. You are going to like it. It is a welcomed departure from the typical apocalyptic. It is a welcomed departure from the typical apocalyptic. It is a welcome departure from the typical. It is a welcome departure from the typical It is a welcome departure from the typical apocalyptic. It is a welcome to departure.
Pathetic.